chicken tender out. Rip it right out carefully. Store it here. And there's your Statler breast. You can trim it up if you want, if you're getting some like fatty pieces on the side. You can go ahead and trim that up. And that'll just go in waste. That. There's your second breast. Make a heart. Okay. So that's how you remove the breasts off of there. Then we're going to flip it over. And here you'll have the drumstick and the thigh, right? You should sound familiar, drumstick and the thigh, one on each side. There's a little muscle right here on each side. You can kind of see it there and there, looks like little mosquito bumps. That's the oyster muscle. And that's like one of the best parts of the chicken. It's so good. So you want to make sure that's attached to your thigh. That's a high-end way of cutting it. But what you're going to do is you're going to grab the drumstick, flex it up a little bit, that kind of engages the muscle, and you're going to make a cut right in front of the muscle, just like that. Not deep, just to expose it. And you're going to take your thumb and scoop out the oyster muscle. It sits inside a little bony pocket, kind of looks like a spoon. I'll show you what that looks like. See that spoon right there? This is the oyster muscle, and this is the spoon that it sits in, the little bony pocket. We want to include this muscle in with the thigh, so we're going to come underneath there and include that, this whole muscle right there with the thigh. And then once you're through, then you're just going to walk this back, take everything out. Okay? So here's the leg-thigh combo with the oyster muscle. I'm going to come around and make sure you have that attached on there. And this is what it should look like when you're done. Okay? We do the same thing on the other side. We're going to identify where the oyster muscle is. It's right here. It's symmetrical, so it's right on the other side. Okay? You're going to make a cut right up front. Scoop out the muscle in the pocket. Once you got it out, then you're going to cut through. Make sure it's incorporated with the thigh, and just walk it straight back with the knife. Be sure not to cut yourself. If you get some bone in there, just come back and clean it up. Okay, so here's your carcass. That's going to go with the bones. And then here's your leg thigh combo with the oyster muscle attached. Oh, and we have some unnecessary bone in there. I'll take that out. How are we doing on time?
It's 26 if that means anything too.
Okay, so here you can see drumstick thigh combo with the oyster muscle attached. This is a really easy part, how to separate the drumstick from the thigh. You see this little line of fat right here on both sides? It's right there. Okay? You're going to cut just on the drumstick side of that piece of fat that runs down there, and it's going to cut through the joint every single time. Okay? So you cut through there, and then there's your joint. You see it? See the joint? That's what you're going to be cutting through. So you want to cut right through there. And that's how you separate the drumstick from the thigh. Now you have a drumstick and the thigh. You can trim up the skin, lay it flat like this, and just kind of, you don't want to remove the skin on here. We're going to cook both of these with the skin on, so it's really important that you keep the skin on for the bulk of it, like this. Okay? So there's skin on thigh. Same thing here. There's the fat line. We're going to cut on the drumstick side of that, right through. And that's what it looks like when you cut through the joint. Drumstick. And then you can trim up if you need to trim up any fat. And that's the leg. Okay, so you're going to end up with 2 thighs, 2 drumsticks, 2 breasts, and then the wings and the tenders. You also have waist. This is all the waist right here, this fat, and then the carcass, the bones. And we'll have containers up here that'll be labeled for you to put stuff in where. Good? So you're going to do this now.